Zai! I'm Cerci, tree tuber, certified artborist, and you know nothing about Christmas decorations. Well, to be fair, some of you probably do. I mean, it's a great big world and all, but I've come across many people who don't know these things about Christmas decorations, so I'm gonna make sure that everyone here knows them by the end. Okie? Okie. I have 3 common Christmas decoration misconceptions that bug me. For number 1, let's start with the elegance in the room. The Christmas tree. I want you to all picture a Christmas tree in your head. It can be decked out with lights or natural in the forest, it doesn't matter. Okay, are you thinking of a tree? Great, it's not a pine tree. Gasp, shock, horror! Yep, I bet that none of you are thinking of a pine tree. There are 2 major genera that Christmas trees mostly fall into, spruce and fir. They both have that iconic Christmas tree shape. Now, yes, some of you may be hipsters and go against the grain by actually having a pine, or maybe you're even more special by having a cryptomeria. And all you awesome people out there know about the Douglas fir from a previous video. But I challenge all of you to find one pop culture depiction of a Christmas tree that is a pine. Seriously, tell me in the comments or put a screenshot in the Discord. I can only think of one. Yes, these specific genera apply to fake trees too. Most have a specific species of tree they're trying to emulate. This affects the color, the shape, and density of your fake tree, just like a real one. Why aren't Christmas trees pines? Well, there are a few major factors. 1, pine trees just don't grow in the Christmas tree shape or conical form. Many pines are self-pruning, so as they grow taller, they will lose their lower branches naturally, thus losing that Christmas tree charm. Overall, most pines grow a lot more out of whack and Dr. Seuss-like. That's not to say no pines grow like Christmas trees, just that it's less common. Now, the second reason is needle retention, which means how well the tree holds onto its needles after you chop it down. A little morbid? Sure, but you want your evergreen to actually be green or blue for the holiday, so trees that hold their needles longer are better. Pines commonly drop their needles quickly and are known to create quite the mess, even when they're alive. Not everyone wants to invite that into their home. How can you tell that your tree is a pine instead of a spruce or a fir? Well, that's by its needles. Pine needles come in groups or bundles called fascicles. If your tree's needles are arranged like this, it's a pine. If not, well, it's not a pine. My second issue with Christmas decorations is wreaths. Obviously, there are many different wreaths out there, and many of the fake ones I've seen are actually emulating a pine. But what irks me about wreaths is that when they aren't pine wreaths, they have pine cones anyway! Cone is the generic term. Only pines have pine cones. So when I see a fir wreath with pine cones, I just want to wring the neck of whoever made the pine cone in chief. How do you know if it's a pine cone? Well, I'll start by telling you that it's certainly never a fir cone. Fir trees drop their cones in little flakes or scales instead of the whole entire cone. So if you see a cone on a fir wreath, it's not the correct cone a wreath should have. Yes, what about a pine cone? Well, a pine cone is literally the most generic looking cone that you can think of. Let's visualize again. Think of those scented pine cones. Think of the first thing that pops into your head when you think of a pine cone. That's it. That's a pine cone. If you see that, it's a pine cone. Which I'll say again, are only on pine trees. Okay? Got it? Good. Moving on to the third and last misunderstanding, mistletoe. Now, in all fairness, this has been a lot less common recently, but I still want to address it because we can't go back to the Dark Ages. Mistletoe, for those who somehow don't know, is the thing you hang up to get kisses, but is really only fun in fanfiction. Surprisingly, or maybe unsurprisingly at this point, the kissing and its dubious consent is not the issue I'm here to correct. My issue is that it is often depicted wrong. Okay, visualize one more time. Think of mistletoe. Picture it in your mind. Maybe your OTP's leaning in for a Christmas special smooch and, "What color are the berries?" You weren't paying attention? Okay, fine, that's forgivable, but if you say red, no! Mistletoe has white berries, not red. Additionally, if you pictured spiky leaves, you're wrong again. Mistletoe has thin, rounded, oval, or lanceolate leaves. This mix-up is due to people often depicting mistletoe as holly, another festive plant. Okay, yes, some mistletoe do have red berries, but they never have the dark, pointed, spiky leaves. Now enjoy a small interlude of me crashing out on stream when looking up mistletoe into Google Images. Fucking liar! This is the Okay, hold on. This is your little thing. This is not mistletoe! This is not... It says mistletoe? Look at this. It says mistletoe. This is the description. Mistletoe. This is not mistletoe at all. This is not mistletoe at all. I'm pissed off. This is holly. American holly. This is the shit I'm talking about. This is the angry part of the rant. Pain, suffering. Now, yes, some species of holly have more mistletoe-esque features, but the main holly you probably think of, the American holly, has red berries and pointed leaves. Stop mixing them up! Holly does not deserve to be slandered by being mistaken for this perverted parasitic plant. Holly did nothing wrong! But now, armed with this knowledge, you can double-check the validity of your propositioned peck and not have to worry about bad luck ever again. And if it is actually mistletoe, you can probably get out of a sneaky smooch by describing to your prospective pecker the oh-so-joyous ways of how mistletoe seeds evolved to stick to the butts of birds when they poop them out for maximum spreadability. Then they will back out of the kiss first, and all the bad luck will be on them. Oh, yeah. So you may have been watching the speed paint in the background, or not. Ears only is fine too. But this is Lacey. They are a mistletoe-inspired character. They're named after the mistletoe family, Santalaceae. The Santa part is just a coincidence. Santalaceae is actually only one mistletoe family in the order Centales. But Lacey is based on the European mistletoe specifically, which is in the order Santalaceae. Want to hear more about mistletoe? Then go watch this video where I tell the story of the golden bough. But that's it for this video. So I'll make like a tree and leaf. See you next time. Oh, by gosh, by golly, don't mix up mistletoe with holly. Holly berries, red like cherries, mistletoes are white as snow. Oh, by gosh, by golly, you hang up mistletoe, not holly. Parasitization across the tree nation, that's the one called mistletoe.